Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Thank you all for coming out. We're excited to be able to celebrate Brandon Johnson City Council for District 1 endorsements. We have some amazing endorsements that are here, and you'll actually be able to hear from them this afternoon. So we do have Kansas Young Democrats, Equality Kansas, and the James Thompson Campaign, IAFF Local, I-35 Fire PAC, and the Realtors of South Central Kansas. So we're excited to have the different representatives here to share why they have chosen to get behind an amazing person running for City Council. The best thing about Brandon Johnson is his ability to collaborate and build community, and that is something that we really need and really want in our district. So we're excited to see that those that have integrity, those that are excited, and those that see a collaborator in Brandon Johnson get behind this campaign. So we're actually going to hear from those today or this afternoon that have decided to have their organization endorse this amazing candidate. So we're actually going to go ahead and start with Tom Witt from Equality Kansas.
You missed a very important thing. Who are you?
Who am I? That's a good question. I am Danielle Johnson, one of his biggest endorsers. His spouse, I get in work mode, so we're working, we're getting it out, but thank you for acknowledging the spouse. It's definitely a family collaborative. So he also is getting the proud endorsement of the Johnson family. So thank you for that. Now, Mr. Witt.
Well, good morning. I'm Tom Witt. I'm Executive Director of Equality Kansas. We're the statewide LGBT rights advocacy group. And we are endorsing Brandon for City Council for 1st District this year. We've been disappointed for the past decade or so at the lack of willingness on the part of our current City Council to address discrimination that LGBT Wichitans face. And, you know, I know about Brandon's work in the community and Danielle's work in the community, and we are very much looking forward to seeing Brandon get elected so that he can be an advocate, not just for the LGBT community in the city, but for all marginalized and minority communities in Wichita. We certainly wish you the best of success, Brandon. I'll be voting for it. Actually, I think I already did vote for it. If there's anybody that needs to vote early, go vote now. Avoid those lines. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for running, Brandon, and thank you for your commitment to equality for all people.
Thank you.
You're here.
My name is Kyle Patterson. I'm with the James Thompson Campaign, and I am here to speak for James today because, as you may or may not know, he's at home taking care of a newborn baby girl right now, that was born on Saturday.
Another one.
Yeah,
Another one. Yeah.
Yes, 2 babies.
So he wanted to be here very much, but I got a chance to talk with him on the phone a bit before I got here. So he told me a few things he wanted me to say. First was that there are a lot of politicians out there, but there are very few leaders. And Brandon Johnson, without a doubt, is a leader.
Yes.
And that's why we're so proud to endorse him as the Thompson Campaign, and James personally is proud to endorse him because of all the great work you've done for the community. I wish I lived in the 1st District so that I could actually vote for you. I thought about moving at one point, but didn't. So we want to keep working with Brandon's campaign in the way that we have, making Wichita, the 4th District as a whole, a better place for people to live. And Brandon's work for the past, what's it been, decade that you've been active in the community, if not longer?
A little bit longer, yeah.
Has really shown a commitment to making people's lives in the 1st District and the whole city of Wichita better. Whether it's your work on criminal justice reform or all the other things you do, I'm sure there's a long list that I don't even know half of. But keep up the good work, and if that's recording, and you're in the 1st District, get out there, early vote, or vote on November 7th, because this is the guy that we need on the City Council.
Good afternoon. My name is Matt Schulte. I'm president of the International Association of Firefighters, Local 135 here in Wichita. I represent over 400 firefighters in the great city of Wichita. We are here to endorse Brandon Johnson for council 1st District race. We interviewed both candidates, and it was by far the easiest choice to choose Brandon to represent the city. We think he's got the know-how and the leadership to move this city on for the next 4 years in that spot, and we look forward to working with him side by side to help advancing the city of Wichita for a better place for all citizens to live in this community. So with that, again, our endorsement is for Brandon Johnson for First District.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dennis Clary. I'm the Government Affairs Director for Realtors of South Central Kansas. It's my pleasure to be here this afternoon, and thank you very much for the invitation. We represent approximately 2,000 realtors from across South Central Kansas. We're the local affiliate of the National Association of Realtors, which is the largest trade association in America. An incredibly important part of our mission is to identify candidates for elected office at all levels of government who will work with us to promote and protect the American dream of owning a home. And it is very clear that Brandon understands that dream, not just for a portion of the population, but so that it is an attainable dream for anybody that is willing and would aspire to own a home. It is for that reason Realtors of South Central Kansas is incredibly proud to endorse Brandon for Wichita City Council representing District 1. We look forward to working with him to make it better and easier for all Wichitans to own a home. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I want to thank you all for being here today. And definitely I want to thank all of the organizations that are supporting our campaign. It means a great deal to me and Danielle to have your support. Community service is just something that we do because it's the right thing to do. We enjoy giving back to the community that has given so much to us. And I do appreciate definitely your endorsements. The Kansas Young Democrats couldn't make it today, but they also wanted to show their support. My mentor, Tommy Benford, was trying to get here as well, but he couldn't make it. But we are definitely very appreciative and look forward to really advancing opportunity in the city, whether it's standing up for communities that are under attack, especially in this day and time, our LGBTQ communities, our communities of different faiths. We need to stand up and we need advocates. It's the right thing to do, and we need more people to do so. When we're looking at community safety, we have to make sure that our communities are safe, and it's bigger than law enforcement. It's also our fire department. They need more resources than what they have right now. We've got to make sure we address those issues. Meeting with them was eye-opening for me, seeing the infrastructure in South and West Wichita and what's truly needed. And I'm not sure that everyone knows that, but one of my goals will be to make sure that the rest of the city finds out the real needs of the department and we can get those addressed. It has to happen if we are to have a safe community. So again, I want to thank you all for being here. It truly means a lot to us to have all of your support. Our Realtors Association, I've talked a lot on the campaign trail about getting more people into houses and especially home ownership. And I think that's an organization that can help us out, especially when we look at areas where we have homes that are lower cost, might need a little bit of work, but we can get those fixed up and we can get families in our communities. We can grow our community in a way that's gonna be beneficial to the person. I know we all saw what happened in some of the housing crisis that we had, but here in Wichita, we can avoid that. We've got lower cost housing. We can get that fixed up working with the right people, and again, grow our community and grow our district. We have an amazing district. District 1 is the heart of the city, and we believe that we can make it even better by making it stronger. And those are things that we want to do. So again, thank you all for coming out. Thank you to every group that has endorsed us. We appreciate it as a campaign. We appreciate it as a family. Again, we're in the community doing this service, not for any accolades or not for any attention, but again, to make a real difference. And I really appreciate Mr. James Thompson's endorsement. I know that he's at home with his newborn. He called me. I told him he's probably better off not getting yelled at. So he should stay home and enjoy the new baby girl. I know we enjoy Aria so much. Can't believe she's gonna be 5 next year. But definitely, James, stay at home. But we definitely appreciate his support as well. And he was one of the first people to endorse the campaign, and it meant a lot to us and helped us out with a strong start. So we look forward to helping him out as well. But again, thank you all for being here. We have plenty good food and snacks. Please take some home. Danielle won't let me take it all back to the house. But again, thank you all. Our team thanks you, Lamont, Caitlin, the rest of Team Johnson that's out there. We're probably gonna be back out knocking doors and stuff for the next 8 days. We'd love to have you come to our watch party on election night as well. We'll be at the Ambassador, starts about 6:30. So definitely love to have you there. But again, thank you for being here today. It truly means a lot. Your endorsements mean so much to us. And my promise is I'm gonna do my very best to make sure I don't let you down, stay accountable, and continue to work with you to make our city better. So thank you all once again.
Hi, my name is Brandon James, and I am the second vice president for Kansas Young Democrats. We're the premier organization for electing young people across the state of Kansas who espouse progressive ideals and hope to get the job done to make our cities and streets safer. So we decided to endorse Brandon Johnson, not only because he's young, but because when we look at where we want the city of Wichita to be over the next 50 years, we think that the only person who's capable of not only doing that job, but doing that job effectively and seeing the things that are going to come up over the next 50 years, whether that be economically, whether that be safety, whether that be things related to technology, that's a job for Brandon Johnson, and we hope that you vote for Brandon Johnson on November 7th.